Welcome back, guys. I'm Mellowseven. This is Football Manager 2018. This is the early access beta. This will probably be our last video out before the final version of the game hits. Well, final-ish version, the release version. So I thought we'd take a little bit more time. We'd go through, maybe we'd look at a few of the additional components to this. One last time to refresh your memory as you're deciding whether you want to buy it, if you're deciding whether you want to buy it or not. And we'll kind of take a look at what's going on. First of all, I was looking down here at the stats here. Let's see if it comes back around. Now, go ahead. Sam Hendricks has been offsides 47 times, more than any other player. Winning. At least we're leading in something, even if it's just offsides. All right, we've played our 5 games, our requisite 5 games since last time. So let's take a look, see what we've done so far. So the last one we had was way back here somewhere. It was this draw against NEC, 1-1 draw. You guys saw that one. We moved on against Maastricht or Maastricht. I don't remember. MVV. They like their V's, don't they? Anyway, we played okay. It was a 1-0 win. Sebachet's, our brand new loner striker kid, got the goal, which was awesome. Did he get a goal in? No, it's Depper. Depper, I believe, is leading our league, or leading our team in goals, by the way. Just point that out. Anyway, the rest of the team played okay. Holzer was on a little bit of a slide. He wasn't spectacular, and Depper obviously didn't play great that game either. But all in all, we played pretty good. Moved on to Telstar, and this was in the Dutch Cup quarterfinal. I did not expect to win this, and we cruised. We were in control the whole way. I was beginning to worry as we rolled into the second half, and we hadn't actually gotten a goal yet. But if we take a look, maybe... you can see there we had 23 shots, 11 of them were on target, only 3 fouls to their 15 fouls, and we had a huge possession advantage. I mean, we just steamrolled them, and we lost the. Where is it? There we go. We got 2 goals. Holzer came back, playing a little bit better this game, and De Kugel finally got a goal after God knows how long. He's actually dropped in the club hierarchy. Because he's been so bad, he's no longer as influential as he used to be. But the whole team played really well for the most part. We brought in Nieuwenhuis. I'm going to say Nieuwenhuis. For a sub appearance, just to get him in, get him some play time. He is officially our backup defensive center. We just haven't needed him as much. But I brought him in. Figured what the heck. And you can see 7.2 for there. Holzer had a 9, which is great. Overgaard and Depper a little bit off. And for his second match, Schatz wasn't quite as good, but we brought in Kogel, and he got the Leon got the goal in the 94th minute. So from there, a couple more draws. Volendam, Schatz got the next goal, got another goal though, which is great. In the 5th minute, and then they equalized fairly quickly in the 15th, and that was it. That was the whole match, essentially, over in 15 minutes. This one, much the same. This time, they got the goal early in the 8th minute. We got the equalizer in the 21st, and then nothing happened. Again, kind of a boring match. And this one, 3 goals for us. We don't score 3 goals very often. Let's see, we got 3 against 20. In the Dutch Cup, we score 3 quite often, apparently. But have we ever scored 3? We scored 4 goals against NEC at the beginning of the season, and 3 against Almere City once. So a total of 3 times all season in league play have we scored as many as 3 goals. We just have not been a prolific goal-scoring team. And you can see Depper got 1, and Seba got a brace for us, which is amazing. He's played really well for us since we've got him. And yeah, so we really kind of needed that one. That puts us where in the league? That puts us 8th. We were sitting in 9th in those draws. We were just kind of hanging on. But that at least gives us a little bit of a cushion, not much. If we can get one more win, maybe jump up to 7th, then we don't have to play in this first playoff game, right? We can wait till the second round of playoffs, which would be awesome. We've got Ajax in the semifinal coming up, and that is couple games afterwards. I might record it. We'll throw it up maybe on Thursday, but by that point, beta will be over. So it's just the completist in me. Maybe we'll show that, and we'll show maybe the last match against Den Bosch or something like that, just so we know how the season ends. But like I say, the regular match or regular game will be out by that point. So I'm playing them mostly for me and just give them to you so you see how it turns out. All right, let's check out the medical center. We've been doing really well with our injuries this game. This playthrough, we've done a much better job of rotating players than we did the first time. Guys, get used to this. This team's not nearly as big an issue as the other was, because we don't have a bunch of 30-plus-year-olds. I mean, that other team, had a bunch of guys, 35-plus, actually. And so it was so Notts County was a really, really hard. If you want like extra hard difficulty for that, go with Notts County. But we've done a much better job of that. And you can see our risk assessment. We've only got Nuvenhuis, has played 3 matches in 14 days. We tried to get him in, like I say, trying to get some of the subs in. So he's the only one. Match fatigue. It's fine. We don't need to play him. He's the backup anyway. That's awesome. Everybody else is normal to low injury risk. Even the guys that have very high due to recurring injuries, I think we've been fine. I do like the fact that it tells us injury susceptibility now without having to dig through the hidden stats. This is something teams know. They know players' injuries histories. There's nothing hidden about this. Yes, sometimes players do just get unlucky and have bad injuries and then go the rest of their careers without anything. But generally speaking, there's enough of a history between, here in the U.S., high school sports into college and into the pros. And these guys have been playing since they're 15 or 16 years old in some of these professional leagues as well. So, or, within the system. So we know their injury proneness. Current injuries, got nothing right now. We are actually healthy. We just got our last. Hendricks was injured with a twisted ankle. He just finally came out of it. So, this is our history for the season. Slight, moderate. We only had the 2 major injuries all season, which was great. Both of them twisted ankles. Season summary right now, we've done brilliantly. Holcher's the only one that's really missed any amount of time. 19% and 14% for Hendricks on this last. These were our 2 serious injuries. Everybody else has been fine. So I'm not nearly as scared as I was after the Notts County. I'm just going to put that off to an old and frail team, and myself not rotating quite enough. But you will have to rotate some, especially early in the season. So that's the medical center. Dynamics. Let's take a look, see how things are going. Our match cohesion is average. Hasn't seen much change. No significant change in positioning. No noticeable change in their vision or reactions. Okay. One unhappy player at the club. That's Julian Wolf. We've tried desperately to get him traded. We thought we did, and he just demanded too much money, and everybody backed off. And now nobody wants him. So it's his own fault. We did our best to get him out. He is loan listed and transfer listed. And like I said, we had 4 or 5 offers for him, and everybody bailed once they heard what his demands were. So he is not our fault at this point. We have a wide range of ages amongst players. I don't know how much of a negative that is, but it's not a positive, I guess. It does mean that we have people at differing, interests, essentially. Not everybody's going to the bar. Maybe some people have families, whatever. 14 players at the club, including 13 on the first team, who are very happy, which is great. Almost everybody speaks the common language. Most clubs have been, all that sort of good stuff. And our leadership support is finally good. We finally got him around. Strong relationship with a number of players. This is my only negative right now, is I've only been at the club for a short period of time. I've got a strong influence. But we've lost that. They question what you're doing because you don't have any experience. So we're not really playing much better. We're 2 points above where we needed to be, or 1 point above where we needed to be versus 1 or 2 points below. There's no real change in our overall play. We don't win a lot, but we don't lose a lot. That's essentially it. And we've kind of done that all season. In fact, you can see right here, we've got 9, 8 wins, 5 losses, and 11 draws. And that's, we had a couple more losses early. Lately, we've had mostly just draws. that's a formation thing, and we're playing a little bit more defensively. We've played a lot of counter. We're playing with defensive midfielder. So we've just kind of backed off a little bit. But we're really, you can see we're pretty consistent through here. 9th there. We did drop down to 14th. Another little dip to 12th. But for the most part, we've been kind of 9th to 11th. Or, I guess we're up to 8th now. So been pretty consistent over the season, just with a little dip right in there. Playoff confidence, we're doing okay, 63%. And I guess that's it. I guess we could look at finances really fast. We haven't talked about finances because we're not planning on making this a long term. Excuse me, I just had a bunch of pizza. Yay me. Finances are coming up. You can see profits are coming up. I don't know that we ever really hit too much of a loss, but they're coming up. You can see right there. Some of that was we made some big money on the last cup match. They paid us quite a bit, to be honest, which was nice. Our payroll is down now after the transfer window, and we shed some dead weight. So yeah, I guess that's it. Let's go ahead and play a match. We're going to save before we do anything else because we've learned our lesson. Kind of. Ranik Shoop, we did get some more playtime for him. It said he was in danger of losing his international spot because we hadn't got him enough matches, so we did actually play him in a few. His match sharpness still has not come up. He did get an injury in a reserve game, I think. Let's go ahead and take a look, see how he's done. And, he's not bad. First touch, marking, tackling's okay. I really wish we'd get somebody with a little bit better crossing. I've actually been scouting a few people, but again, probably not going to be long-term, so it probably doesn't matter. Although maybe we'll continue this one in at the beginning of the new version. We'll have to see. But he's got some pace, or some acceleration and some pace. He's been good. Career stats, maybe? He's got 7 appearances so far. Hasn't been spectacular for us, but hasn't been horrible. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's what we're going with. Continue one more time. I was trying to cycle in some people. We had kind of some 9th to 18th teams. We haven't been bulldozing them by any stretch of the imagination, but I was trying to get them in. We even got 2 or 3 matches in for Santos, our backup goalkeeper, just to make sure he stays happy. I only meant to play him one. I just forgot he was in because he played well. You can see Ranik Shoop is just back from that injury. Sam Hendricks is back as well, but match sharpness is really poor. So clearly he's not going to get into a match anytime soon. Team selection. We're running this for the moment because these teams are not quite as good, so I thought we'd run a little bit more offensive. We scored 3 goals last time, so maybe it's going to work. We're at control right now. I've got Shetson de Kogel up front. Holscher as our attacking midfielder. Sumaro asked for some more play time, so I told him we'd give him a run for a month or so. And we are doing that because he's very good. I've got him as box-to-box right now. And then we're running Suk as the ball winning. Overgore is our defensive. Yeah, it was just a matter of trying to find something up here because we're not running. I promised him playtime, and then we didn't need a defensive midfielder for a few matches. So we're just kind of trying to fit him in there. We got our straight starters across the back. No change there. We did get a couple matches for Brunic and Hatinga as well got in. So we did try to kind of cycle everybody through here across the defensive line. These guys have been pretty solid, so we haven't really needed a whole lot of support back there. Do I have somebody else? Oh, yeah, we can put Shoop back on there. The only one not on is Virkoven, and he is on loan. Oh, one more thing before we go too much farther while I'm thinking about it. Promises. Julian Wolf is the only one that's canceled. That's his fault, not mine. Sumaro, we promised him. I promised him that I would get him involved in some matches over the next month, is the quote. Not the next few months, the next month. Fix this. Be consistent with what we're actually promising. Because this is not what came out of my mouth. And Sandra Thomas, we just told he wanted a loan as well. So we said, sure, no problem. It's not going. We've actually moved him back down to the reserves because he wasn't getting play time with us anyway. So that is perfectly fine. Let's hit submit team. Teams are warming up. Please wait. Oh, volume. Let's see if that'll work. Hopefully that'll get us a decent level for the final recording. And again, we've already talked about that. Suk has played great for us all season. Really happy with him. 3 goals, 4 assists. Holcher is, oddly enough, our assist leader. Even though we didn't really bring him on until the second half of the season, he's really performed. 16 appearances, 3 goals, 6 assists, 6.99 average. Played well. Our goal leader's not in today. That is Depper. He's been great coming in as attacking midfielder. Talk to team. Did they beat us? Look at all these options we have. 19th. We're 4th. Show them why. Pile on. I didn't realize there are quite so many here. I don't know if there were. Go ahead and just play. Favorites for a reason. Oh yeah, I tried this pile on. Oh cow, these things are all over, and nobody liked that. Let's try that. Nobody cared. I don't think this team is very competitive. I don't think they really... determination is our squad weak point, and I think we just don't really have kind of a killer edge to us, which is one of the problems that we haven't been able to actually get wins. The determination's not there to play hard for a whole 90 minutes. If we continue this, we need to make sure we get players with more determination. In fact, one of the players I wanted for defensive left, his stats were spectacular, except he had a determination of 1. So I've shortlisted him, but I don't think he's going to make it in the team. Man, this is... Let's pause this for a second. I forgot we have this just jacked up because I've just been... Come on. Am I not allowed to move these? Let's go extended highlights. Sometimes these blank out for no apparent reason. Nothing it tells you, and you can't do anything. Let's knock that down one more. I have replays off too. There we go. Is that everything? There we go. Let's see how this goes. Okay. So if they got a free kick, they feed it in. Samaro's there. He heads it out to Schetz. Feeds it all the way across to Holcher. Sumaro. There we go. All 3 of our names that we've been talking about up to Holcher again. Taking her time, thinking about it. Out to Gorbast. He tries feeding it across, but a little bit off on that. Nobody's there. We're able to gather it up again. He gets another chance. He decides just to feed it into the middle to Suk. Sumaro. Sumaro just takes a shot. We haven't got a lot of... You know what we're going to do? We're going to go up to an attack on this. They play flat 4 plus 2 defensive midfielders and then a couple wingers. So I think we can probably afford to just kind of pile on here or make an attempt to anyway. I don't know how it's going to work. Clearly we haven't got a lot of shots so far. Get ahead on that one, get that out. I'm kind of considering moving our defensive wingers up to maybe wing backs. It'd be nice if we get a goal here and then not worry about it, because I'm not super worried. I mean, they're probably not going to get 2 goals, but they could easily get 1. I mean, we have been FM'd a lot in this. Dekogel tries to feed it. Oh my gosh! Yes! Yes! Dekogel was scared. He had the shot, but he either unselfishly or just scared fed it across to the new boy who just slots it home. Beautiful shot. Dekogel tried to get head on, didn't make it, but Suk did. A little head ping pong as it goes back and forth. And then Rajovic there. I'm not even going to try to say his name. Restick maybe. Restick? Is it really meant to just be a racist thing? Holcher's got it. Dekogel. That'll probably get me flagged by YouTube right there. Corbinong. Over to Schetz. Does he got it? Can he return the favor? He tries to get it to Sumaro. Bounces out. Suk takes the shot. Suk does like to take a shot, and he has put just some huge shots home. Well, 3 of them. Rapi tries to get the head in, and he has got a couple of those over the season, I believe. So we just keep doing what we're doing. I don't really see... May as well stay on attack. We got a 55% possession on attack. 9 shots, only 1 on target though, but it did go in. Rapi up to Sumaro, Holcher. Tried to feed it up, but Schetz has to run back for it. Kogel's got it. Back up to Kogel, into Schetz. He tries a longer shot there. It just goes wide right. We've not been particularly on target today. That's fine. Like I say, we over to him, to Restick. Bounces around inside, goes out. Is that going to be a goal kick somehow? Okay, I'll take it. What Stevens got? Boots it way up. Owusu missed it. Kavita. I think Kavita gave us a bad time last time. It's a familiar name. Over Gore. There we go. Right into the middle to Sumaro. Suk. Sumaro. Little triangles in the background here. No real sense of urgency. That's fine. We're up 1. Holcher one-shots it. Comes in, tries to get the kickoff on the first touch. And Sumaro's injured. Okay, let's see. He's not ideal for this, so we're going to go ahead and sub him. Who do we want to bring in? We could bring in Shadrach. Kind of wanted to bring in Brunick, but he's still tired. Let's go ahead and bring in Depper. He is our goal leader. Not sure who the dogs are barking at. Somebody walking their dog outside or something, probably. Dressing room. Did our sub go through? It did. All right. Talk to team. Don't get complacent. I think that's always a good. We're not winning. We're not leading very often, and we do tend to give up the equalizer very quickly. Oh, Holcher. There we go. Oh, Vanderhayden. Gorbash just feeds it into Stevens. Almost puts it out the back. That would have been stupid. I guess he was trying to be safe. Overgore's now injured too. Potential head injury. We'll keep an eye on that. Overgore. Back out to Holcher. Oh, we just tried to just fire it in. I'm not sure who that Overgore tried to. Head injury got him there. All right, he's bounced back. He'll be fine. All right. Grombost up to Rehepi. He feeds it all the way up quickly to Kogel. Can he get it into the middle, get something going? Holcher over Depper. I don't have any idea what the hell that was. I thought Overgore was the one with the head injury, not Depper. Holcher again. Man, he is not scared to shoot tonight, is he? He's not hitting too many of them. Let's go ahead and dial him back. Can we... I haven't tried to give individual... Let's go tactics. Holcher. You're on support, buddy. Okay, add instruction. Shoot less. There we go. Oh, no. We want to confirm. There we go. Okay, they're doing some subs too. I think we're okay so far. You know, we don't have anybody too tired. Overgore we're watching because of the head injury, but he seems to be fine. Maybe it's 65 here, or maybe... Is anybody playing bad? Nobody's playing badly, but nobody's playing great either. So I guess it doesn't hurt to sub somebody out. Do we want to take Overgore out? Maybe we put in Decker? Or we put Shadrach in. He hasn't played well, but he's in a good mood right now, so maybe that will help. And then maybe at 75, we'll bring in maybe somebody on the defensive side. Either Nuvenhus or Bukima. Trying to get Bukima some matches too. Hey, look, it was letting us actually look at subs that time. Oh! Ketting! There we go. There we go. That's us giving it up. Only his second yellow card of the season. But it leads to a penalty shot in a game we have to win. Well, a game we really would like to win. It's a good shot. All right. Oh, we're already there. I'm going to go tactics. Confirm. And then I'm going to try to say push forward if it ever actually lets me do that. I don't know why I can't do that as I'm making that change. And we're going to say push forward. 15 shots, but only 1 on target today. Brands was coming up. Holcher's got it. He boots it up to Schetz. Up to DeKogel, who holds it up a little bit. Waits for everybody to catch up. Out to Groenbast. Out to Suk. Depper. We really need this, guys. We really need this. Depper takes a shot. He is the team leader in goals. I'm not going to tell him to shoot less. It was on target, at least. We've got 3 shots on target now. Okay. Why can I not... Apparently I'm not allowed to talk anymore. I've been muzzled on the sideline. The ref said enough of you. There we go. Get creative. Rahepi's kind of wiped. No, that's staying. Let's go here. Put in Nieuwenhuis. Hit play. Alright. Hit play. Let's try hitting play again. There we go. Waiting for next highlight. Making tactical changes. Man, it's really slow trying to swap players. It takes a long time. We got 4 minutes. Doesn't look like it's happening. We're going to have yet another draw. Imagine that. We just can't hang on to a win. You know, I mean, that's it, you know. We get the early goal. I guess I should be happy to hang on to a draw at this point. I guess that's it. Okay. So, again, we pretty well dominated. 57% possession, 17 shots, but we just couldn't get anything on target. You know, I mean, that's it. I'm not sure what that's going to do for our overall standing, but I think I'm going to be angry. Simply put, was not good enough. So, and that's a team right behind us. So we'll just have to kind of, come on, I'm clicked leave match 12 times. Let's actually leave the match. There we go. We're still in 8th place with our point lead over Canberra. So we haven't dropped, but clearly a win would have been nice. He's out 5 days to 2 weeks. We can have him play through. I think we'll just play it safe. So take a look at the schedule real fast. You can see here we've got a match against FCOs, who's 19th. We're not going to beat them, but we should beat them. We should comfortably beat them. But we'll see. And then we've got Ajax, who we're not supposed to beat, but we might. And then we just kind of work our way through one last run down here to the end of the season. So, like I say, I probably will film Ajax. I probably will film Den Bosch at the end. But essentially, consider this pretty much the end of our beta test videos. The rest will just happen when they happen. I have enjoyed the game. It does need both some tweaks as far as balance. It also needs a few bug fixes. Some of the UI work needs work. We'll see how much of that gets done. Some of that UI stuff is just bugs, buttons that don't always reliably appear, or some of it just needs reworking. You know, the main tactics page when you're in the game where you click tactics, and that page was completely worthless before. It's marginally better now. It could be much better if they give us a little bit more information on the bottom. Something else I'd like to see would be this, so we can get 7 players on. Obviously, when we're in a league with 12, that's not as big a deal, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that 7th is there, although they have fixed it so he's not hanging off the bottom here anymore. But, you know, they could do a lot of things. They get rid of this pin here, make this reduce button a little bit more, move a quick pick over here, and free up all this extra space. This button doesn't need to be huge. I'd like to see some of the buttons that are green on green on green get an outline or something, even if it's just a black outline. You see some of these have a black outline. That would be great. Something that actually tells me that it's an actual clickable button. Some of this stuff needs to be a button. You can't just leave it here. I need to know these, okay, maybe I'm okay with just the underline, but I'd like to know that this right here is something I can click on. Once I know that, that leads me into checking the rest of these. But if you don't stumble across this or see somebody else do it, nothing screams, click me, I'm going to give you a bunch of information. So that needs to be fixed, I think. Otherwise, I do really like the analysis thing. I'd like an easier way to see these Maybe what we need is a button that just says, show me all my connections. Or, when I click on the player, we know Lum has a connection there. Is there a reason it's not going to let me pick his name because we're in this one? Come on, there, right? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Maybe something here somewhere that says that, whether it be under reports maybe. That'd be a good place here, right? We've got our current ability, maybe our pros. Has a good connection with this guy, with this guy, with this guy. I'd rather see it somewhere on a tactics page so that when I'm building my tactic, I can look and go, okay, I'm on Ketting. Even if it's just down here, we've got these little deals here. I don't need as much a biography of him. Although this is nice, I like this. It tells me about the position he's playing, the central defender right now. I'm not sure I need that as much down here. Although it is nice, I do like it. But we could easily put a third button here that says connections, right? Something like that. Something here somewhere so I know if I swap two players around what I'm getting. I don't have to sit here and go through every single player that can play that and see if there's a connection there. Not a huge fan of that. It doesn't need to show me the potential connections like they don't have a working relationship, but they're both good at their position. I don't need those. Just tell me the actual relationship like this right here. And also, I should be able to get that. That time we did. That may be the first time I've actually been able to get that big one that goes across the middle there. And I'd like to see something a little bit more obvious as to what it is. You know what? These are so similar, especially with the circles on the background here. And I can't even see this one. I mean, I know it's there. Something needs to be more obvious as to what they are. Maybe they're a bright yellow for untested and then they go more green as they do, or maybe they're an orange for untested and then they go through yellow and green as they get better. I don't care. Something needs to be more obvious, and it needs to be something I can consistently and easily get to. So this probably isn't going to look right to you guys because my mouse never shows up at the right bit on OBS. It's always down south about that far. But the tip of my arrow is on area of strength, is on that line right now, but I'm not getting it. When I'm on it, it should be there. So little issues, but nothing huge. I think I've talked enough. We're at 32 minutes right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys run out and buy the game because I do think it's a very good game. I'm sure I'm going to put more hours into it. I'm sitting just shy of 60 hours in the beta right now since I've had it. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it just as much. Anyway, we'll see you back for the full release. Until next time, guys. Cheers.